hope you like that cool new intro, which I used the cool music from Top Gear and put some cool photos and videos of cars in there. And yeah, let's get on with today's video. Before we begin, please subscribe. And yeah, let's get on with today's video. The greatest rivalry ever to strike the wild, wild west. A rivalry so intense, one only exists to stop the other. I present to you the greatest rivalry ever to grip the Wild West. Drumroll please. The greatest rivalry ever to rock the Wild West was the Ford Mustang versus Chevrolet Camaro. I put quite a lot of suspense there. Yeah, I put a lot of suspense there. This rivalry has been going on for nearly 6 decades now. The Camaro's sole purpose was to beat the Mustang. And since then, the Mustang's sole purpose has been to beat the Camaro. And both of these cars are amazing muscle cars / pony cars. This rivalry, as I mentioned, has been going on for quite some time now, and you've seen some amazing cars come out of it. And guess what? In this video, we will be looking at the Ultimate Mustang, the Ford Shelby GT500, versus the Ultimate Camaro, the Chevy Camaro ZL1. Here's the surprising thing. I won't be comparing the latest Mustang to the latest Camaro. I will be using the new Camaro ZL1, however, I will be using the 2013 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. You might be wondering, why on earth? The reason is because this isn't really a comparison of the latest Shelby and ZL1. It's more of a comparison of the fastest Mustang and Camaro ever. And for some weird reason, Ford decided to make the new Mustang Shelby GT500 slower than the old one. The new one tops out at 305 kilometers an hour, which is 190 miles an hour for my Wild West people out there. And the new Camaro is the fastest one ever. The old Mustang Shelby GT500, that's a tongue twister there, hit a whopping 325 kilometers an hour. That's 202 miles per hour for my Wild West people there. So in this video, we'll be comparing these two monsters, how they hold up today, and which one I would recommend you to buy. I'll try not to be biased in this video, although no guarantees there. And I will tell you the bests and worsts of both of these amazing cars. Let's get into it. First, let's start by slamming some numbers at you. The 2020 Camaro ZL1 puts out 650 horsepower. Pretty good, right? However, it is easily surpassed by the 2013 Shelby GT500's 662. The Shelby GT500 has a top speed, as I already mentioned, of 202 miles an hour or 325 kilometers an hour, whereas the Camaro on the other hand, does 190 miles an hour, which is 305 kilometers an hour. So the Mustang Shelby GT500 from 2013 is a little faster than the Camaro ZL1 from 2020. So now let's see how much you can get your hands on these for. For the Shelby, it'll cost around $30,000 to $40,000 to get your hands on one of these used, varying on the condition and how much it's been driven, obviously. You can get your hands on a brand new 2020 Camaro ZL1 for $63,000. Now that's a price difference. So obviously one is new, the other is older, but I just think that that's a crazy price difference for a car that was 7 years old compared to a brand new car, and the 7-year-old car is faster. Yeah, I thought I said this would be unbiased. Oh well. So here's a picture of the Chevy Camaro ZL1's interior. It's very nice. You got your fancy pantsy sat nav, Alcantara leather, and it looks very race ready, very powerful interior, ready to rev it up and go. And you've got all your modern amenities and stuff. And now moving on to the Mustang. So yeah, pretty much similar, although it's slightly older style, obviously. Although you still get all your modern stuff, and it's pretty nice. And then you've got the Mustang retro styled interior. I think it's really, really cool how they made it look so retro style, like the Mustangs of the 60s, while still giving you all the modern stuff like a sat nav, proper AC, digital, not digital speedometers, this still has physical, and yeah, but I just find that really cool. Now we're going to take a look at track times, although that's not really necessary. I mean, if you want to get good track times out of your car, don't buy a muscle car. Get a Porsche or a Audi R8 or something like that. Just don't get one of these. Muscle cars have never been very good with track times. But in case you really want to know, here are the track times for both of these cars. So on the Nürburgring Nordschleife, the Mustang hit 7 minutes and 39 seconds. Not too bad for a muscle car, huh? And the Chevy Camaro hit 7 minutes and 29 seconds, probably because it's a couple years newer. And even though the Mustang has a higher top speed, maybe the ZL1 was engineered more for like this track thing, whereas this Mustang was just engineered to have fun in a blast, in a straight line. So yeah, the ZL1 is faster on the track, but now it's time for me to tell you which one you should actually buy. So, I mean, they both have strengths and weaknesses. If you want to have a blast in the straight line for less, go for the GT500. If you want to set the ultimate track time at the Nordschleife from a muscle car, go with the ZL1. However, it really comes down to one thing, and that's personal choice. Like I mentioned earlier, this is pretty much the greatest rivalry ever in the Wild West, so everyone's on one side or the other. And it's really down to which side you favor. A Mustang person will probably buy the Mustang, and a Camaro person will probably buy the Camaro. It's very unlikely that they'll switch sides. So, there you have it, folks. It's pretty much all down to personal preference. I gave you all I could there. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. And hope you guys all have an awesome day. Which one do you prefer, the Mustang or the Camaro? I'll say more for Mustang, guys. You may have seen my videos before. Anyway, once again, please subscribe and like. Goodbye.